Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we were having another round of party camp talks. We were checking in with our companions and just seeing how everyone was doing after all of the reveals at the Temple of Mythal. We were chatting with Liliana last time. She has decided that she will indeed be pursuing becoming the next divine. She was asking Aenor for her opinion. It is rather frustrating that there isn't an I don't care option. We only have the ability to say I will support you as divine or I won't support you as divine. And Aenor's opinion is that she is an Andrastian. It's none of her business who is on the Sunburst throne, which means we could only pick that we won't support Liliana. It really is unfortunate that there isn't an I don't care, don't bother me about this button, but oh well. Now then, before we move on, I just want to check, was there anything else?
So if we kill Corypheus, he has the power to move from one tainted creature into another? What we will learn next? That he can command the sun to rise or the seas to burn?
Yeah, it is pretty terrifying, but, I mean, there's got to be a way to beat him. There's got to be, somewhere.
No matter how powerful he is, there's a way to defeat him, and we'll find it.
I hope you're right. I have researchers scouring the Temple of Mythal as we speak. I hope that their search turns up something we can use. Ancient magic, perhaps. Something even Corypheus missed. Anything to give us an edge.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
It's been a long road, but we're nearing the end. With Samson gone, the Red Templars are scrambling.
Oh my god, that gets me. That really gets me, just that it's been a long road, but we're nearing the end. Oh my god. Here's the thing, once I finish Inquisition, obviously we have the Descent, Jaws of Hakon, Trespasser, but after that, I mean, there's no release date for Dreadwolf. And here's the thing, when Dreadwolf comes out, I won't be playing it on the channel. I want my Dreadwolf Let's Play to be as stable and bug-free as possible. As such, I probably will not be playing Dragon Age Dreadwolf on the channel until the final DLC for it comes out. And that could be years. So it will be quite a while before I have any new Dragon Age content on my channel once I finish Inquisition. And that freaks me out. That really freaks me out. I started this channel off playing Dragon Age Origins, and it just feels so weird that there won't be any Dragon Age content. Oh, it really gets me. It really, really gets me.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay, good stuff.
I'll leave you to your work.
Anything else?
Morrigan seems pleased with herself for some reason. That smug face. She becomes more and more like her mother each day. Don't tell her I said that.
Oh, them be fighting words, Liliana. If she heard you say that, she would kick your ass.
I'll leave you to your work.
And again, just double
At
checking.
your service, my lady.
Oh, so formal. Okay.
I'll leave you to your work.
Alrighty then, good stuff. Now then, I think everyone should be back from their war table missions. Oh, so close. So close, but yet so far. So yeah, I think I want to go sort that out. And then we will head down into the courtyard to speak to Cassandra. Hello again, Josephine. Oh, any gossip?
Has no one seen him? Seen who, Ambassador? Cowl. The young man with the... What does he look like again?
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh. Why are you trying to find him, Josie? Let me know and I'll track him down. Yeah, everyone is indeed back. Thank you for the money. Ooh, 181. Nice. Alliances.
We'll be spread thin until the rest of our forces return from the Arbor Wilds.
Of course.
Oh dear. Alliances, getting things moving. I will not turn my back on them, but we have established agreements with the Tybalts. Their initial hatred of the Inquisition was a device, and they are willing to have us in their favour. Josephine. Good stuff. And bring Samson to Skyhold for judgment. Inquisitor Llewellyn. We have secured Samson in the holding pens, your worship. He's not said much. We'll bring out the villain for judgment at your pleasure. Jailer Blythe. Thank you kindly. Now, I'ma figure out where I'm sending everyone. Be right back. Okay, so I've double-checked it. I do want Josephine for both of these. I mean, I kind of feel like this is more pertinent, personally. Research the Well of Sorrows. The Well of Sorrows was constructed in unspeakably ancient times. There may be slivers of information left in elven legends or crumbling papers in far-flung libraries. Send people to research how ancient elves made this strange artifact. Cullen says the Seekers have written treatises on forbidden magic for ages. Cassandra could point us to some of their findings. Liliana says, you recognize the magic used in the well? The universities in Val Royeaux could look into it for us. They're well funded. And Josie said, wouldn't the oldest human records on magic be found in Tevinter? I can arrange for our scholars to visit Minrathous' archives. I mean, we know that Tevinter was built on the bones of the elves. If anyone would have knowledge on ancient elven stuff, it would be the people who nicked it.
Inquisitor.
Indeed. And again, Cullen, make me some money.
Let's see what we have.
Nah, not you, girl.
To work?
Indeed. Okie doke. And now that he's here, I reckon we get that done immediately. Samson, you have been a thorn in our side for such a very, very long time.
Forgive me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect. Knight Templar Samson, general to Corypheus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall, Orlais, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
This really is a very serious matter.
Judging him will affect as many as his crimes. I won't take it lightly.
The Red Lyrium will steal your vengeance. You know what it does. Corypheus only delayed my corruption.
Are you still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best. Same lie as the Chantry. The profit just isn't as pretty.
Maddox did respect him. I want to be merciful. Your defense is pathetic. You coward, blame yourself. Ooh, I've said this before. I think Aenor has very mixed feelings on Samson. We've seen him do terrible, terrible things, but we've also seen almost the tenderness with which he treats the men under his command, the respect he placed in Maddox. You know, that letter saying, if you fuck with him, if you don't treat him as good as you would treat me, I'll have your head, because he's a person. Don't be talking down to him just because he's tranquil. Maddox spoke so well of him.
I found your people. They believed in you, believed your cause was righteous.
Not your business, Inquisitor.
Your friend Maddox was so loyal, he killed himself. For you.
They were always going to die. I saw what Corypheus was doing. So yes, I fed them hope instead of despair. I made them believe their pain had purpose, just like the Chantry does. Right, Commander? It ended as well as anything else I've done. Corypheus would kill me on sight. I'll tell your people what they want. Everything I cared about is destroyed.
Colin will question you, shove this coward in a hole, Dagna will study your powers, exile him to the wilderness, let Kirkwall have you. Ooh. Ooh, there's no outright let's murder him. Ooh. I think I can immediately disregard exile him to the wilderness and shove this coward in a hole because one, this serves nothing. We will gain absolutely nothing doing this. And exile him to the wilderness, that's basically setting him free. You know, after everything you've done, you get to dick about in the woods. Like, that's not a punishment. That's not a punishment in the slightest. God, of the 3 remaining, I mean, we could send him back to Kirkwall. That's where all of this started, or at least where it started for Samson. And Colin did say that they wanted his head, presumably because, you know, him going around doing this, it made them look bad. Yes, I was a Templar from Kirkwall, and I'm serving Corypheus, and they're just like, shut the fuck up. Don't say that. Why are you saying that? It would make a lot of sense to give him back to Kirkwall. With these, we're actually learning stuff, so If we send him back to Kirkwall, what have we gained from all of this? Yeah, Kirkwall will be happy. They'll, like, guillotine him or something. Be able to, you know, stick his head on a spike outside the city gates. But then what have we learned? All of those people died for nothing. All of the Red Templars who ingested red lyrium, who are still out there, now rudderless, they'll be fucking shit up for no reason. Like, we'll have learned nothing if we send him to go. Well, yeah, I think it's between having Colin question him or letting Dagna study him. Ooh. To be honest, I think Aenor would be a little worried that Colin would go too far. Colin hates Samson, despises him, and I think she'd be a little concerned that him questioning him would quickly devolve into Colin torturing Samson. And I think she'd want to avoid being... we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. If we let Colin have him, he'll probably get tortured, and then, you know, everyone will say, oh, did you see the Inquisitor? Yeah, Samson got tortured. Yeah, the Inquisition is torturing people. Oh my god, isn't that terrible? If we give him to Dagna to study, then everyone's going to say, oh, I can't believe the Inquisition didn't punish Samson. Oh, he's in a cushy cell being studied. He hasn't been punished for his crimes. What a bunch of dicks. Like, no matter which she picks, it's gonna reflect badly. I think she'd rather be accused of letting him off easy than allowing a man to be tortured. We've seen that Samson is capable of the most grotesque things, but we've also seen that he's capable of profound acts of kindness. and I don't think she'd be comfortable torturing him. He's not exactly showing remorse, but he's not saying, oh yeah, all those people I killed, fuck them, wahaha, I'm evil. His argument is that the Templars were used and abused, and I wanted to give Templars hope. That's why I did all this. He doesn't necessarily regret, but he's not saying, oh yeah, and all the innocent people deserve to die. I don't think she'd be comfortable allowing him to be potentially tortured by Cullen.
Samson, you can still be of use to good people. What you know is less important than what you are. My Arcanist will study your resistance to Red Lyrium.
Do as you will, Inquisitor. Your kind always does.
And there we go. Samson has been judged. Oh, I like that. Dagna did say... Actually, I think Dagna might have something to say on that. And she did say that he seemed to have a remarkable resistance. If we can figure out what that is, maybe we can manufacture it. Maybe we can help other people who are, you know, suffering with, you know, Red Lyrium sickness. Maybe we can help them get better. Maybe we can heal Bartrand, perhaps.
What can I do for you?
You learned anything about Samson?
Have you learned anything new from your guest?
Yes, he's a Red Lyrium-infused masterclass on how to be a sourpuss. He doesn't do anything. I mean, I can't blame him. He's kind of broken. It's very sad. But I can wring out a rune or two. His armor is a fantastic application of old and new. It's mesmerizing. The best things are, you know.
Very nice.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Hopefully Dagna can continue studying and maybe she'll find out more.
Ready for anything, Inquisitor.
Okay, good stuff.
I'll see you later, Dagna.
I can't wait.
Alrighty then. Now then, I do believe Cassandra is next on my list of people to speak to. God, I'm sure she'll have something to say on this whole well matter.
We're marching soon.
Oh.
That's the world. Can you say it once? Should I put my boots on in a certain order too? Just do it. Oh, make her be with us.
Oh, I'm glad they're back. It's been a while since I heard any of their banter. Oh, hello.
What do you think allowed the triumph of the temple?
I'm not listening.
One of our own entered and one of our own emerged. The old ways remain.
Heretics and demons. That's all that was.
Sir? Where did you get the ancient elven armor from? Sir? Also, I love that the guy wearing their armor is like, oh no, it was all a bunch of bullshit. Sir? Maybe this was a soldier at the battle. He found one of them dead and was like, oh, it's roughly my size, and he stole it. Sir, don't steal their armor and then call them bullshit. That's very rude. Inquisition marches on the Arbor Wilds. Questions abound. Many witnessed the incredible sight of the massed forces of the Inquisition entering the Arbor Wilds, south of the Dales, several days ago. The Inquisition's goals, however, were a tightly guarded secret. Many speculated that the Inquisition was acting upon the information provided by Lady Morrigan, once advisor to Empress Selene, and was on the trail of an ancient elven artifact. What might this mean for the battle against Corypheus and the future of Thedas? Crya Belinus. Yeah, we've read the other ones. Oh my god, I'm just freaking out. That's... Oh, okay. That's the main thought running through my head, is just like, oh my god, I can't believe it's almost over.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
Mm. I mean, he absolutely will return. There's no question about that, and when he does, we'll face him.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
Yeah, you aren't worried at all?
You don't seem concerned about that.
I'm terrified. Yet I have faith in you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, a valued friend, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
You'll be divine. Don't jinx it. I have plans. Here's the thing. Aenor has no interest in this. Whether Cassandra wants to be divine or not, she really doesn't care. I don't think Aenor really does have any plans. I think she has kind of loose things that she'd like to do. I mean, you know, once she defeats Corypheus, she'll be able to step down as Inquisitor. Someone else can lead the Inquisition, and she'll be able to go back to Wycombe. I think she's probably thinking, I'll invite Solus back to Wycombe. You know, I'll be able to introduce him to my friends, my family, and then after that we can see what the world has to offer. You know, Solus doesn't strike Aenor as the type to necessarily settle down. He'd probably want to go and explore old ruins and stuff like that. So he can go do that, and she'll be there to protect him. She can be his shield, except she doesn't wield a shield. She wields a big fuck-off sword. But yeah, I think those are her plans, but it's nothing set in stone. She hasn't necessarily discussed this with Solus. I mean, she's probably planning to. You know, when she next speaks to him, I think she's probably planning to say, like, hey, like, plans for the future. What's happening? But it's nothing concrete, so I don't necessarily like this. So I guess that just leaves me with don't jinx it.
We still have to beat Corypheus.
I have not forgotten. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter. You have come far, my friend. It has been an honor.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out. Why am I all the way over here? Excuse you? Cassandra, goddammit, how dare you do this to me? Okay, I don't want to speak to Cullen yet, so oh shit. We're fine. Thank God for Aenor's very strong knees. Can anyone get anything to say? I'll take that as a no. Oh, the fact that everyone's saying goodbye, it makes me so damn emotional.
Your chant doesn't cover such things. It's all right to admit that.
You can't know. She has always shown us the way, just because an elf found that temple.
A place of our people, led by one of our people.
Perhaps. Perhaps your old ways are not what we thought.
To be honest, I think Aenor would be getting a little pissed off with this. I assume she's Dalish. 1 second, I can't. Yeah, she is. She's Dalish. Just because he believes in Andraste, that doesn't make him any less of an elf. It doesn't mean that he's believing the wrong thing. Those are just his beliefs. Like, this is clearly an older woman speaking to a younger man, but like, unless he's asked you for your wisdom, like, don't be trying to teach him. Don't think that, like, oh, I know the correct way. Like, you don't. No one knows the correct way. What is the correct way? Madam, no. You remind me of Wynne.
Hello again.
Yeah, any advice?
Do you have any advice for me?
Find Corypheus. If he vanishes, he will only rebuild his power and come at us again. And he will come. Whatever mad play the Magister has in mind, you star as his nemesis. I shudder to think what a creature like that could concoct next, given the time.
Oh, great.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
The best advice. Find the bad guy. Oh my god, it's like Morrigan in the first game when you get to, Lothering, and you say, Morrigan, what do you think we should do? Go after your enemy directly. Kill Loghain, and then we can get the treaties in as much time as we want. It's like, that's beautiful advice. Wonderful advice.
Going well, I hope?
Yeah, nothing new here.
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
Oh, that was Aveline trying to court Donick.
I have to go.
Okay. Creme, Buddy, my favourite. Anything to say?
Of course you handled this, Inquisitor.
Okay, good stuff. She's happy we sorted out her old I was trying to say nemesis and enemy. Emesis. No, her old nemesis.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Crazy Fine.
Any ideas on how we can use you?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Most of our people were at the Temple of Mythal. I've still got a few, though. Men who are recovering from wounds. I can send them around to rattle swords, wave flags, and look a lot larger than they are. It'll mess with enemy estimates of our numbers, so no one thinks Skyhold is undermanned.
Okay, good stuff.
We'll talk later.
Alrighty then. And Bull?
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
Aww. Well, thanks for helping out.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking this guy's ass.
Hey.
Hey, boss. How are you?
I'm good.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Oh, it feels so odd to me that Bull doesn't have a specific scene of his own. Any gossip?
Have you looked into his eyes?
Once. I will not do so again.
What is it? Why is it so unnerving?
Perhaps the immediate gaze of his mother boring a hole through the back of your head.
With the promise of a staff to follow.
Oh, don't be mean to Kieran. Kieran is lovely. How dare you? He's delightful. Don't be slagging off Kieran. Now, you know what?
Did you hear the news?
Yes.
Oh, all right then, madam. The cutscene with Sarah is a bit long, so I think I'm gonna leave off right here. Do we have any codex entries to read? Okay, what do we... The Sentinel Elves. Elves ambushed us just when the Master said they would. 5 days into the wilds. They move faster than any elf I've seen, and they know the forest like they were born of it. The ones who escape melt back into the shadows. They're strong and they know no fear. Every damn elf we cut down fights till the last. The attacks have slowed since we doubled the watch. We've killed enough to make them pause. Corypheus says the elves call themselves sentinels. We were going over the plan for the final assault on their temple, and he told me the elves we're fighting are the last true priests of their old gods. Before I could stop myself, I asked how he knew. I felt like a damn fool the moment the words left my mouth, but the Master just looked at me, then opened his hand. A second later, that magic orb was floating over it. He told me it was elven, that events made him believe it came to him for a purpose. The Master turned and I thought I was dismissed, but his voice stopped me before I left. He said, solemn as I've ever known him, that there were many things he couldn't tell me. That he hid them so I would stay focused on the well. He said that while I'll sacrifice much, there will be no secrets once I've become the vessel. I left then, but I can't stop thinking about it. I'd swear there was regret in those last words. Wish I knew exactly what for. Charred excerpt from a logbook kept by Samson, recovered by Inquisition spies from the wreckage of a Red Templar camp in the Arbor Wilds. The rest of the book is too blackened by fire to make out. Ooh, interesting. Then history. Ah, yes. So if we had drank from the well, we would be able to translate this, but because we didn't, we'll never know. This elven writing found in the Arbor Wilds is so old there seems to be no way to learn what it means. Sad times. Yep, an untranslatable elven writing. This Veilfire script was hidden in the Arbor Wilds. It's so old it cannot be translated into any known language. What pride had wrought. And as the black clouds came upon them, they looked on what pride had wrought and despaired. The work of man and woman, by hubris of their making, the sorrow a blight unbearable. Canticle of Threnodies 7:10-11. Pride. What other sin wounds us so deeply as pride? It drove the old Tevinter Magisters to blacken the Golden City. It pushed Matharath to betray beloved Andraste, and it has made fools of kings and peasants ever since the Maker formed us from nothing. Pride disguises itself in surety. Who among us has not looked at our fair country and thought, surely we are safe here, under protection. Our world will last forever, for we are mighty and wise. These verses say to the faithful, go and look upon the ruins of old, and ask who remembers the faces of those who dwelled there. Only the Maker's knowledge is complete. The words he gave to us through blessed Andraste are the one true constant in our world. A land without the chant is doomed to be forgotten by time. Notes on the Chant of Light by Mother Bazoria of the Grand Cathedral, 937 Dragon. Okie doke, good stuff. And hey, Josie's back. That's great. In the next episode, we'll speak to Sarah, but until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.
Oh. I see.